Welcome to a brand new Whip Wednesday crochet show, and today I'm going to teach you how to crochet this Cro-Hooking reversible key fob. It's going to be so much fun. It is really reversible, so I didn't sew it on the other side there, so my key ring moves, which is fine for me. Okay, so that way it is reversible, so you can see this is the back side of it or inside part of it. It doesn't matter, right? And then this is this side of it. Okay, so it's, like a grid system, so you could technically, if you wanted to, you can put some names on there, like sew them on with embroidery or something. That would be fun, right? So we're making this cute little key fob here in rounds so that you get an introduction to Cro-Hooking, which is part of the Tunisian crochet family. So let me know if you're excited. Leave a comment down below. We'd love to know if you're excited to get started with this fun tutorial. So the very first thing is that I want to talk to you guys about is the hook. Okay, I'm using this hook right here. Let me see if I can hold it properly so you can see everything. Okay, so this is the Clover Takumi 6mm or J hook, and you can see it's a double-ended crochet hook, and it's a 6mm on both sides. Okay, now for Cro-Hooking, I prefer a small one like this. Now there are options of making it very, very long, let's say with two Tunisian crochet hooks with a cord in between. That is possible. I personally don't like it, especially in rounds, okay, because it makes it harder. If you've ever tried knitting before with a cord, you understand what I'm talking about, okay? Because if you have a small project, you need to be able to go in rounds, okay? And you're going to see that in a second. It's actually a good thing we're making a small thing, because you're going to notice that having a small hook will be beneficial here for you, okay? This is not normal Tunisian crochet. You also have an option to get a hook like this. For some odd reason, the hook is flipped here. Here it's on the same side. I don't know why they made it that way, but that's another option. It's a metal hook, okay? So for some reason, they also don't write down the letter or number of this, so make sure you know what this one is, okay? So, or measure it, so that way you remember which one it is. You can write it down, of course. Anyways, are you guys all excited? Hello, hello. So many of you guys are here. Hi, Heather, Amber, Lisa, Beverly, Sandra, Kitty. We have a kitty later too that shows up. Roaming with Rover. I like that name. Hello everyone. I'm so excited you guys are here. I'm also using a worsted yarn, a cotton sprout worsted yarn right here. The color is not picking up very well here on this camera. You'll see it in a second on the other camera a little bit better. I'm using blush and bright pink. Okay, I left the links into the chat, I believe, on YouTube only. For Facebook, I'll add them later. Okay, so I also pinned this time my link. Yay, I remember to pin it. So this time on YouTube, you have a pinned post there. For Facebook, if you're here on Facebook, okay, just leave the word Tunisian down below, and the automated system will give you the link into your private messages. So either way, you have the link, and I'll post it into the comments in between as well. So the one thing I do want to let you know is I also added a little key ring here. If you don't have that on hand, you can always add it later. In fact, I added mine after finishing my crochet, okay? So no, you don't have to add it beforehand or as you go through, but you can. If your hands are a little tight, you don't have the strength to it, you probably want to do it during, but if not, you can totally do it after. Ask someone to add it after. Totally fine, okay? So let's do this. Are you guys excited to get started? I'm ready. Okay, I'm going to swap this around. Oh, before I get started, very, very important. Oh my gosh, that is super duper important. We are going to have prizes at the end, okay? I like to pop up my prize winning thingies here. So, we're going to have prizes at the very end. The only way how you can win prizes is to stay here the entire time live as I'm talking, because the questions will be related to what I'm talking about, okay? So that way you can answer them. We're going to have 3 questions. This is your last chance to win something, okay? 3 questions with prizes, and the prizes can be either an ebook or a yarn box, which I'll show you later. So that way you can see all the prices. Yes, they're coming at the very end, so you have to stay till the end, and it's gonna be perfect if you're gonna have so much fun. It's kind of rounding it up. Prices at the end, okay? Hello, glad you're here. I know, me too. Hi, Michelle. You're here on Facebook, no, on YouTube, excuse me. Pat is here on Facebook. I'm glad. Invite your friends if you haven't done so yet, okay? So here we go. I'm getting ready for it. So now, listen, I don't need you to crochet with me at the same time. I actually prefer you pay attention first and then rewatch it later so you can follow along with me at your own pace pretty much, okay? So here we go. I made here a chain of 26, I believe, okay? It doesn't really matter. Well, actually, it does a little bit matter if your wrist is a little bit wide. I have a thick wrist, so, you know, it's not the thinnest wrist. So if you have a little bit of wider wrist, you probably want to add a few chains to it, let's say 30 or so. If you have a thinner one, you can probably go down to 20. So let's say 20, 25, 20, or 30. Those are good numbers to do for the chain, okay? So that way it works for anyone. Because remember, this is done in rounds. There is no button or anything, right? So that way you can go through and put your hand through it, okay? So again, for a medium sized, I'm a, you know, clothing size, I'm a large, so that way you can kind of have a comparison, okay? You probably want to do 26 with worsted, okay? And if you are a little bit bigger, which is fine, you know, just use 30 or 35 chains. If you're smaller, then use like 20 chains or something. That would work perfectly for anyone, okay? So the rest of it is exactly the same for anyone. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take your loop out, because I feel like personally that's the easiest way to do it, and you're going to make sure that your chain is straight. So kind of straighten everything out, okay? So I'm pulling everything here to make sure everything is straight, okay? And now I'm going to go into my very first chain I made. So I'm just going into it like this with one of the hook sizes of one of the hooks here, right? There's two of them, remember? So I'm just going with one of them, okay? And now I'm going to pull my loop through, okay? Just like, whoopsie, I was about to say just like that, but that didn't work. Bloopers. Okay, so there we go. Now I pulled it through. So now my loop is ready to go, okay? Now where you're going to insert your hook now is up to you. I personally prefer to go into the back bump, okay, if I can. So what you're going to do is first you're going to stay with just one color, okay? You're going to pick up your loops one at a time, just like you've done before. So pretend this is a regular Tunisian crochet project where you're going to start with Tunisian simple stitches. That's what we're going to use, Tunisian simple stitches, okay? So you're going to go into each loop here one at a time. You already have your very first one on your hook, right? You pulled it through. So now we're going to go into all the other ones and just going to pull it up. So, and you can see here that I'm going into the back bump right there, and I'm just going to pull up some loops. How many? Well, we'll see. I'll see how many I'll fit here on my hook. I'm not going to fill it up completely, because you're going to start noticing in a second that if you're going around, it's going to make it tighter. And at some point you're going to be like, oh, I can't go around anymore, because you're using a circle and a stick, and the stick is not going to be rounded. Okay, so you're going to only pick up as many as you feel comfortable with. That's probably the right way to say that. Okay, and then we're going to start with the return pass. So as you can see here, I'm just picking up loops, and I'm actually going to stop here. So you're going to start seeing how that loop is getting, you know, closer and closer to the stick pretty much, which is the hook, right? So think of a circle and a line. A line doesn't fit around a circle, right? It's not going to happen. So here I'm just going to add, it doesn't matter how many chains you just added, okay? You just start at some point and then you're going to stop. At this stage right here, you're going to start with your return pass, okay? So I'm going to freeze for a second because I have this feeling there was a question somewhere. You guys are having thunderstorms? Oh no, we have hot weather over here. Did I miss a question? Does anyone have a question? I hope you guys don't have a question, because In that case, I missed it. If you do have a question, let me know down below because I love to answer your question, but I may have missed it. Okay, so here we go. The next thing we're going to do is you're going to make a slip knot. Oopsie, there's the slip knot, okay? And now we're going to add it onto our hook from the back, okay? So here's what I'm going to remind you again what we're doing. We did the forward pass with one color, see, like this, okay? And we picked up our loops. We're going to stop at this point. Don't worry, it's not going to fall off unless you pull something, okay? You can squeeze it here in the middle if you like. And now what you're going to do is you're going to turn your project around. Yes, you are turning it. This is the first time you probably may be turning your project, okay? And now you're going to grab your other yarn, your other hook as well, and you're going to add your loop right here, okay? I'm going to move my yarn over here, Tad, and undo it a little bit so I have enough yarn. Okay, so what you're going to do now is you're going to pull this through like here. So the first one is a yarn over pull through one with the new color on the back end of it. Okay, so yes, you turned your project. And so once you did yarn over pull through one, which is done with the slip knot, you're now going to do yarn over pull through two until you're done, pretty much. Okay, so you're going to just do yarn over pull through two until you have about, let's say, 2 or 3 stitches left over here. Then you're going to stop. Don't go all the way through. Okay, you're going to stop when you have about 2 or 3. Okay, so let's do this. So here I'm just going to yarn over pull through two. Okay, I'm doing it slowly so you can follow me along because some of you may be confused. This part should be still fairly easy. It's going to get a little confusing when we get to round 2 and you're going to be like, where am I putting my hook? Okay, this is usually where it gets a little bit So here I'm going to stop right now. I have 3 loops left on my hook. I'm going to stop at this stage. I'm going to let go of this color. I'm going to swoop this back over to the other side, and now I'm going to work again on the bright pink color, okay? So we're just going to pick up our loops. We're just getting started. Yes, no worries if you came a little late. No worries, we're here. We're just getting started. Okay, so now again, you can see I'm going to pretend that the blush color over here is not there, okay? I'm just going to pick up my loops right here. See, I wasn't done with my chains yet. Right? I'm just going to start picking them up one by one. Okay, and go as far as I can or feel comfortable with. Again, I'm still just going into the back bump here. And you should have about 20, well, for me it was 26 chains, so therefore 26 loops technically in total, right? So right here, let's see, I'm going to just finish this row here. And then I'm going to do the return pass, okay? So let me go through here. Whoop. Okay, and I think I have one more right here. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to do the return pass. So see, I did a little bit extra loops this time around. It's totally fine. So now I'm going to turn my project. Hang on, I need to pull some of this yarn here. Okay, turn the project back around. Okay, and now I'm going to work it off with the return pass using the new color. For anyone coming in late, we're going to have prices at the end, so make sure you stay until the end, okay? So you're not going to miss anything. So here we go. We're going to do again yarn over and pull through two, right? We're going to just keep going on the return pass. So nothing special over there is happening. You're just going to do the same thing over and over again, okay, for the return pass. You're going to keep going until you have about 2 to 3 loops back on your hook. You can even stop at 4. It doesn't really matter. You know, I could stop right here, right? It doesn't matter. I'm just going to stop here until I have 4. Okay, so that's a good number for me. You don't want to go too far because then it's going to get too loose. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it back around. It's magical, isn't it? Right? So now I'm going to ignore my yarn ends here. Just let them hang down. Okay, and now we're going to go into the next round. So here's where you need to make sure that everything is straight. Okay, so you have your pink, the dark pink here in this case is on the bottom. You see that? Okay, so moving my loops here to the side. And now you're just going to go into the continuous rounds, okay? So let's see. Why did you chain 1 in the beginning of the return pass? Because you have to get started somehow, okay? If you would go yarn over pull through 2, Robin, this is a really great question. A lot of people get confused on this one, okay? If I would go yarn over and pull through 2 on the very beginning, I'm doing a decrease. Okay, and you have to get started somehow. Okay, think of it like you know, someone handing you something, it has to start somewhere. Is that making sense? Somewhere it has to get started. And so that yarn over pull through 1 gives you that one extra loop that you need in order now to go yarn over and pull through 2. It's like the starting point. However you want to call it, that's how it starts, okay? So after that, it's always yarn over pull through 2, because if you do any more than that, then you're going to do decreases, and we don't want to do that. Okay, Mary says, why didn't you do all the loops at once? Because you have a hook that is straight and you have a loop that is round. You cannot go all the way through, okay? It's going to make one side too short, or the loop's gigantically long. It's just not possible. I'm going to actually do this right now. I'm going to go as far as I can, and then you're going to start seeing why I can't go any further, okay? Let me show you. Take it like a challenge, okay? So watch this. So we're now going in continuous rounds, okay? So we're going into the next round right now. I'm not doing any slip stitches or anything. So now you're going to look for these vertical bars right there, okay? So Mary, I'm going to show it to you now, and you see exactly what I'm talking about. So here, I'm just going to pick up my loops again, right? When doing the forward pass again. So one color is the forward pass, the other color is the return pass. So I'm going to go here as far as I can, okay? And then you're going to start realizing why I can't go any further. Okay, you're going to have to break it up into pieces. There's no way to go all the way around. It's just not possible. It's just going to make it tighter and tighter and tighter, because the back is connected to the front. It's just not possible. You have a stick right in your hand. Think of it like literally like a stick. It's a hook. So look what happens already. Look how it crunches up, Mary. Do you see now why I cannot go further? I can maybe do one more stitch, but it's going to get tighter and tighter and tighter, and it's going to be very uncomfortable. And then the last stitches back here, look how big this stitch is already. Do you see this? This is super big, and you know, I have to pull this a lot, and it's crunching this up. Do you see now why I cannot go all the way around? It's not possible. So yes, you have to break it up, okay? So I'm going to stop at this point right now, because you can see how it's all crunched up. And now I'm going to go around here and go back to the return pass, crunch it up so that way my loops are not gigantic. And now I'm going to work on the return pass again. So yarn over and pull through 2 for the rest of the row, pretty much, until you have about, let's say, you know, 3 or 4 loops left, okay? And then you go back to the the forward pass. So do you see how it's like literally going back and forth? And you're just going to go as far as you want, pretty much. So here I'm going to stop, okay? And now I'm going to do the rest of the round, because it's not possible to do the entire round at once. Is that making sense now, Mary? Yes, it's because it's a circle. Correct. You can't put a stick around a circle. It's not possible. If you do some magic, you can maybe. Maybe you can make it into rubber. It'll maybe work. But otherwise, this is wood. It's not going to work. Actually, this is bamboo. So here, I'm just going to finish the round here. And then I'm going to work it off. So that way, because it's just over and over again, the same thing. So technically, I would recommend doing, you know, 2 to 3 rounds here for this project. I'm just going to go until here, because it's that literally the last stitch. Do you see that right here? This is where the beginning is again. So I'm going to stop right here and just going to do the return pass now, and then I'll show you how to finish it. Okay. So this is just a small little introduction project. Okay. And that way you can see exactly how to do it. So you can see here, I'm doing the same thing over and over again. In order for you not to get bored, I'm going to show you in a second how to bind it off. Okay. Because that's going to be a little slightly different than you've done before. Similar, but different. Okay, so here I'm actually going to stop roughly when I have 2 left, like let's say like this. Okay, I have 2 left right now. So now I'm going to do the binding off process. Okay, so let me show you how this works. So pretend now I did all of these 3 rows. Okay, here I did 3 rows. Again, I recommend 2 to 3 rows. I did only like 2 rows over here. So I'm going to show you now how to work it off. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to use it with one color only. Pick which one you want. I started with the darker pink down here, so I'm going to finish with the darker pink on the top. That's how I'm going to do my slip stitches. So I'm going to go into each stitch, right, and I'm going to make a slip stitch. So over here, I'm first going to go around it and make a slip stitch over here. And now I'm just going to go make slip stitches into each stitch. So look how I'm going into those horizontal vertical bars. And now I'm just going to make slip stitches all the way around. I recommend keeping them loose because down here it's loose too. If you're making tight stitches on the top, you're going to have one side tight and one side is loose, and it's not going to feel very comfortable on your wrist. Okay, especially if you're going to use it as a key fob. So make it loose slip stitches. Okay. So here I'm just going to go all the way to the end. You can see how I did only 2 rounds for this one, but I'm literally just binding off, and I'm making loose slip stitches. So that way it's all even and all smooth. Is everyone good? Let's see. Beverly's saying, what about the 3 loops you didn't do? I did them in the end. I just kept going. It's like you stop somewhere and then you keep going. You stop somewhere and you keep going, right? You just turn your work every single time and you work on the return pass. Then you come back to the forward pass and keep going. Okay, so you're never missing any stitches. You just keep going on them. They're just pile up on your hook. Is that making sense? You just keep going on them. Let's see. What about using the Cro-Hooking with the wire, with the hooks? Yes, you can. But again, at some point there's a limitation. Where's the cord going to go if you have a tiny loop like this? There's only a small amount of space. Where's the cord going to go? Where's the hook going to go? Right? So yes, you can, but it'll probably be tight. And personally, I prefer going back and forth and turning my project more often to make sure that my loops are not gigantically big. Okay? Ooh, I just split my yarn over here. Let's do that one more time without splitting my yarn. Here we go. Okay, so you can see here how I'm going literally all the way until the end and making my slip stitches. Okay, but I have one more loop right here, and I want to make sure that that is kind of hidden, right? So I'm going to go into the stitch underneath here and make 1 slip stitch. So that's kind of hidden like this. Okay, and then make a slip stitch into the next one, which is then the slip knot. Okay, whoopsie daisy. See, and then this you just have to sew over, right? You sew this one onto here, and that way that gap kind of disappears. But this is how it looks like. So this, by the way, if you notice, I did the the reverse version over here. Here I started with the light pink and did the dark pink in the center. Here I did the other way around, right? So that way you have both options how it looks like, right? So you can see it's striped in the back, and then the stripes go in a different direction in the front, right? So that's kind of how it works. Magic loop crochet, yes. Wouldn't you put the ring in before connecting the beginning? Bernadette, yes, you can. Okay, if you have strong hands, like hopefully me, I was able to spread this apart and push it through. You can also use like a pair of scissors, for example, okay, and kind of squeeze it here in between if you don't have strong hands, and then push your crochet hook through, a crochet project through, or you add it beforehand. Okay, if you can deal with it banging around there while you're crocheting it, then go for it. Then add it beforehand. It is up to you, okay? So that's kind of how this works. Now, I made here only 2 rounds. I made here 3 rounds. You can make more rounds. You can make this bigger, and then you have a little cup cozy, right? Or you just have a bracelet, like a sweat bracelet. You can totally do that as well, right? And now you can push this through your arm like this, right? And now it's just going to hang there, right? And you have your keys hanging here, and then you're good to go. So that's your key fob. That's what a key fob is for, in case anyone didn't know. It took me forever to figure out what the key fob was for. But yes, it's like a sweatband, right? For your keys. So yeah, there you go. So let's see. Is this a stitch for the rainbow hat? No, but I'm glad you brought this up. I'm so happy because you brought me right into the transition right now, because I was trying to bring that up anyways. Thank you, Mary. So this was one option on how to do Cro-Hooking, right? But I have so many more options. So here's another option, right? This one actually started with down here. I just did regular crochet, right? Then I flipped it around like regular crochet, meaning in rows back and forth kind of thing. Then I flipped it and turned it into rounds after for the body of the hat, okay? And that's where I started first, doing 1 round of Tunisian simple stitches because you need a foundation, right? And then I went into Tunisian knit stitches. So no, this is technically not exactly the same, but almost. It uses here the Tunisian knit stitch, not the Tunisian simple stitch. The Tunisian simple stitch is this version. Do you see how it's different? Okay, let me put them next to each other so you can see it, right? So this is the Tunisian simple stitch. This is the Tunisian knit stitch. But both of them are done in rounds using Cro-Hooking. And I did use this hook for that, okay, for the entire project. This is what I used. I just stopped every time for this guy, like caught up. Okay, when I had enough loops on my hook for the forward pass, turned around, did the return pass, went back to the forward pass, and went back and forth, right? This is a very relaxing project because you're doing the same stitch over and over and over again. There's no slip stitches in between. There's no seam all the way around here. Okay, there's no seam. Okay, I also made it reversible, right? In a way. Right, it's reversible on its own because it's Cro-Hooking, but I added the button on the inside here as well, the same button as this guy, right? So I can add my little pom-pom on either end of it, right? So there we go. So that way I have the pom-pom on either side. Is that making sense now? Okay, the rainbow hat is so pretty. I know, I love that one. So yeah, so you have so many different versions of Cro-Hooking. So this is another version of Cro-Hooking, right? So obviously, technically this is reversible, but I sewed it on, right, onto a little pouch that was ready to go. I actually designed it for this specific pouch. So that way you can buy the pouch and then sew it on. And I personally feel like this looks like graphing paper. So you can totally like sew something on here, like add words to it. Think of literally that like your little cross stitch template, and you can add something on it to beautify it, right? So many different ways on how to beautify something, right? I've showed you a few ways. This is a one way on how you can beautify or upstyle your crochet, right? This is also done in the Tunisian simple stitch. There are so many different ways on how you can crochet something. Let me show you a few more stitches in Tunisian simple stitch, okay? Or Tunisian basic stitches. We have here the well-known now Tunisian simple stitch. We have the extended stitch, the double stitch, the reverse stitch, the knit stitch, the purl stitch, the full stitch, the smock stitch. Someone brought up the smock stitch. Here it is. This is the smock stitch. It's also known as the honeycomb number 2 stitch. Don't ask me why it has 2 names. It is what it is, right? We also have here the reverse stitch. No, excuse me, the seat stitch, the top stitch, the Solomoniki stitch, and the wave stitch. We have the chevron. Oh, the chevron is the perfect stitch to learn how to do increases and decreases, by the way, because it uses just Tunisian simple stitches, okay? Then the wave, the easy wave, not to be confused with the wave stitch. They're similar, but not the same, okay? We have entrelac. Were you here when we did entrelac? Oh my God. A couple of days ago, I taught you how to make an entrelac coaster. If you missed it, you can always go back and watch it later, okay? It's on my YouTube channel. Yes, I taught you how to do entrelac, okay? It's a little square. I also have a video tutorial on how to do as a rectangle. Then we have cables, of course, right? And we also have, as we just did, Cro-Hooking in rounds. There's also Cro-Hooking in rows, binding off, curling. There's ways to prevent it and fix it, increases, decreases, and upstyling your crochet. But here's the thing. I can give you the entire thing right here, just in a written format. And then you're going to be like, okay, you have some pictures there, you have some words there. I can learn that anywhere. Ooh, that rhymed. Ah, that rhymed. That was not planned. That was not planned. But it rhymed. But here's the thing. My books are different. My ebooks are different from all the other books out there. Why? Because mine come with video tutorials. So yes, you can not only get the written instructions and pictures, you get video tutorials with it. Okay? So yes, you get that step by step. Let me show you how that actually works. Let's see. Casey has a question. Do you have any tutorials on how to sew in fabric? Yes, I actually do. I have a tutorial for that. And if you email me later, I'll give you the direct link too. Okay? Yes, I have a tutorial on how to add lining to your crochet project. Okay? So I have my iPad this time to show you what it means to be a digital file. How's that? Isn't that cool? Yes. Okay, this time I have it very nicely. Okay? Here we go. Here's my iPad because I want to show you what it means when I say this is a really cool ebook. Nothing like out there. Okay? You have all these books out there, but none of them have video tutorials like mine. Just saying, okay? So here's how it looks like once you download it. So you can see it has 114 pages, right? So you're going to scroll until you hit the table of content, okay? And here you can see right here, look what it says right there. It says table of content is clickable on a digital device. Okay, so that way you can click on it and jump right to it. Let me show you what that means, okay? So let's say I want to go to the wave stitch. We just talked about the wave stitch, okay? So I'm going to, oopsie daisy, let me do it this way. I'm going to do it with my finger. Let's see here. Here's the wave stitch. So I clicked on it and there's the wave stitch, okay? So you can see it has the instructions and it has pictures as well. But then you can also click that green link right there and then boom, you have the video tutorial, okay? So yes, you don't only get the written instructions and the pictures, but you can get also the video tutorials with it. But here's the thing, okay? You have so many tutorials here. I mean, look there on the top there, it was the main menu button. You just click there and it jump right back. So you have all of these 23 stitch tutorials. But listen, I have 37 video tutorials plus this one that I just did for an extra one, and the entrelac coaster is an additional one, so technically it's 39, but let's stick with 37 to not confuse anyone, right? But there's 23 stitch tutorials. You're like, where are the other video tutorials going? Well, we have patterns, right? So you have 40 ad-free patterns. You're not only learning Tunisian crochet with stitches, you're also getting patterns at the same time with it. And some of them also get you video tutorials, okay? So just like this. So you then pop it up and there you have your video tutorial. I'm just saying, okay? So no, it's not like every other book out there. So let's go to, since we were talking the easy, the wave stitch, so let's go to the wave stitch shawl, right? So let's see, I have here the shawl. Ooh, I clicked on the wrong thing, excuse me. Let's go back. Okay, let's go to this shawl right here. This is another shawl we have. We have this shawl and then we have this shawl. So you can see we have different shawls, okay? And then here you also have the video tutorial there on the bottom. So as soon as you click that, you have the video tutorial playing for you, okay? Obviously with sound. This one doesn't have sound, right? Because I'm talking, okay? And then when you click the main menu button up here, it jumps you straight back to the main menu, okay? So that's how it looks like. But here's the thing, okay? I have the iPad here to show you the digital version, but that's not all you can do. It's like a 2-in-1 or 3-in-1 if you want to call it that way. You can print it out too. Here's the thing. I am an old-fashioned kind of crocheter. I like to print my patterns out and then have the video tutorial in front of me on a digital device, right? So print it out so you have it ready to go, right? And then you can write on it, take notes on it. I mean, you can do it on your digital device too. But if you want to have like two things at the same time, let's say the video tutorial and the pattern, then I recommend maybe printing it out. You don't have to print all of it at once. Every printer allows you to print a print range. So you can print only the pattern that you want at that time and then, you know, use the digital version for something else. Do you guys have any questions? Let me know. I love your books. Thank you, Angela. I appreciate you so much. I know they are very, very popular. I'm going to order the Cro-Hooks. Yes, Risa, go get the Cro-Hooks. I think I gave you a link for that as well. The weaving is bomb. Oh, I love that. Yes, that's one's really, really fun. Let me pop up my link again for everyone into the comments. I know it's pinned, but in case you didn't see it, because sometimes when it's just there, you may ignore it. So I just popped it into the comments here one more time so you have it, okay? So listen up. This ebook though, and I'm going to pop up the link up here too so you have it, okay? And a QR code. You guys sometimes like the QR code, so there you go, okay? You have the link, but here, look what it says there in purple, okay? You have only until tonight to save an additional $10. The entire ebook, this entire ebook is already 90% off, and I'm giving you a $10 coupon code on top of it, okay? So yes, I kind of want you to have all of this for an additional coupon code, with an additional coupon code. Isn't that cool? So you get 40 patterns, 40. 23 stitch tutorials and 37 video tutorials for less than $20. That's a stellar deal. Okay, let me show you all the patterns you're actually going to get, because some of you guys were like, what? Hold on a second. I didn't even catch all of this. Ooh, let me move that over just a tad. Okay, so look at all of these patterns in here. And I want to point out the fact that the entire ebook is not just for advanced crocheters, because a lot of crocheters think as soon as they hear Tunisian crochet, they think it's advanced. It's not. I promise. This is for easy, intermediate, and advanced crocheters, okay? So if you guys bought the ebook, let me know. Ooh, Jody got it. Jody, I gotta show you off, girl. Let me show you off. I have a button too. Yay, Jody! I am so happy you got it. Good girl. That way you can learn Tunisian crochet. Let me go through some of these patterns here, because I do want to point out which ones I believe personally are really, really easy and great beginner projects. Okay, as soon as you get started with Tunisian crochet, I highly recommend with some of these. So number 1, 2, and 3 all use basic Tunisian crochet stitches, and none of them have increases or decreases. Okay, so that is 1 through 3. Number 4 is also very easy. It looks like, wait, hold on, that's a bunny. Are you saying that there's increases and decreases? No, it's not. That bunny is made from a square, you guys. It's made from a square, literally sewn together, and boom, you have a bunny. It's done Tunisian knit stitch. Okay, number 5 is also easy. It has 2 basic stitches, and you just color changing in between, just like we did with the bow, right? The bow pillow right here. We also just switched colors in the beginning of the row. That's what you do over here as well. Number 6 is the Tunisian full stitch. So once you kind of get, that's considered more of an intermediate stitch. Once you get the hang of that one, this one will be easy too. Okay, then we have number 10 is also very easy. Number 9 is easy. Okay, then we have 14 is very easy. 15 is very easy. I truly believe 17 is also easy, but that would mean that you would do increases. Okay, so you have to learn how to do increases for that one. So once you're ready with increases, I recommend going into 17. Okay, we have 20, which also more is like an intermediate pattern, because the stitch, you have to learn how to do increases and decreases for the forward and return pass. Okay, but it has no color changes, so it's more of an intermediate stitch. But as soon as you introduce colors, it would consider an advanced stitch. Okay, then we also have, let's see, number 26 is also the full stitch, by the way. Okay, just like number 6, 26 and 6 are related in that case, right? Then we have, let's see, another easy one is 31, 32. Those are all easy. 34 is very easy. As soon as you learn how to do increases, you're good to go on that one. Okay, so all the other ones I would consider more of an intermediate pattern, and as soon as you introduce more colors to it, then it's more advanced. But as you can tell, there were so many that I listed. They're all basic, beginner friendly patterns. Okay, so let me know, which one are you going to start with? I want to know. Ooh, you learned crocheting when you were 5, and it was no way. You learned Tunisian crochet before regular crochet? I gotta show you off, because that is cool. Okay, this is like, if a 5-year-old can do it, trust me, anyone can do it. See, now this is like the perfect testimonial. Golden Age Crochet, whatever your actual name is, mwah, I love you for that. That is amazing. I absolutely love that comment, because literally, if a 5-year-old can do it, you can do it. Okay, I will watch Arisha. You're good. You're good. Just starting a king size blanket. Just say, exactly. You got this. You got this. Okay. Let's see. Was there? Someone said something about, oh, Arisa, you put in your Amazon cart? Let's go. I'm so glad you put the hook in your Amazon cart. Yay, go get it. I think I put the link in the comments somewhere, so if you didn't see it, scroll up and you see the link for both the yarn that I used earlier as well as the hook. Where did my hook go? It's hiding behind my hat. Okay, this hook, I put it into the comments so that you have it. Okay, is fingerless gloves easy? The pink purple one. That's a fantastic question. Francis, thank you. I was about to talk about, you guys can read minds now. Is this a new thing? You guys can read minds now, because I was about to talk about the entrelac part of it, okay? Because some of you guys consider entrelac advanced, and I personally think it's not. So if you are able to do the coaster that I taught you how to do a couple of days ago on YouTube, then you will be able to do this, okay? So if you consider that easy, because I personally think it's fairly easy, it's technically an intermediate pattern, right? And if you add colors to it, it's supposed to be advanced. I don't think this is advanced. It uses the Tunisian simple stitch, right? And you're just joining things as you go in a corner to corner style, which means you're just adding pixels to it every single time. Let me hold it up like this so you can see it a little bit better, right? So you can see you're starting with one corner, and then you just work up your corners and just add more stitches or more pixels to it, and then you just decrease at the end and you have a square. And once you have a square, you sew together on the side, right, keeping an opening right here for your thumb right there. See, just an opening right there, and you're good to go. So if you consider entrelac easy, then it's easy for you. This will be easy. Yes, it will be. Okay. And look, I made this a lot longer because I feel like some of the fingerless gloves are always a little short, right? Number 5 is a little bit shorter. That goes into about here, right? I made this one a little bit longer because I feel more comfortable with that, because it keeps me warm longer if you have like a jacket on or something like that. So yes. Okay. Francis says, yes, I did the coaster. I'm just, don't be scared, Francis. Don't be scared. And here's the thing. You can always email me if you have a question. I'm happy to help you along. Okay, it's all good. No way, you teach crochet to 3rd graders? That's awesome. I find boys learn crochet. Really? I didn't expect that. The only thing I can think of is because of the age that girls like to just chitty chat with other girls and boys might be just hyper focused at that point. That might be the other reason, but I'm just saying, who knows? Maybe when they get older, the girls are faster. But I'm just so impressed that you guys are teaching that, and that, you know, young kids are finally being introduced to this amazing craft much, much earlier. Okay. Really, really cool. Okay. Did I miss another question? I hope I didn't. Let's see. I'm looking through. It's so hard to choose which one. Lori, it's okay. You pick whichever one you want. See, just like your kitty cat there, okay? Your kitty cat probably says, just pick them all. Just pick them all. Just one at a time. You have plenty of time. Maybe one of them can be for your kitty cat. Who knows? You can probably turn a few things around and say, you know what? If that make it big enough, add a bottom to it, it's a kitty cat one. Right? So, for example, 30 right there, that's like a reversible infinity scarf, right? You just add a bottom to it, and then you have a little kitty cat bed, and there you go. That might be a fun thing. I should do a kitty cat bed. Wouldn't that be fun? I haven't done that. I have a kitty cat at home. I should do it, right? My goal is to own all of you. Carrie, you are my queen. You're amazing. I love you. You're awesome. Did you get this one yet? Did you get this one yet? There's your coupon code up there. Okay, so I talked a lot about ebooks, right? The ebook right now. So the ebook, as I said, is very special because it doesn't have just all of these patterns and all of the stitch tutorials, but you get video tutorials with it, right? As I said, this is very, very unique. So, but now I talked so much about it, I think we're ready for the quiz. Are you guys ready for the quiz? I want to know, because my kitty cat right here is ready to go. Are you guys ready to go for the quiz? Let me know. And if you guys have any questions in the meantime, you let me know as well, or you hold off until the quiz is done and then ask the questions. Either way, I will get to you, okay? And I will answer them for you, because I'm ready for the question. Are you ready for the questions? Okay, we're going to do one at a time. 1, 2, 3, okay? And you each time have a way of winning something. Now, let me show you what you can win, okay? I'm going to flip my camera around because I want to show you what you can win. You have 2 things to win, okay? So, number 1, okay? Ooh, I need to zoom out just a tad because when you do tutorials, you know, you have to zoom in a little bit. Okay, so the very first thing is if you have a chance to win this ebook right here, right? I put a picture there so it's easier to see. Okay, but you can also have a chance to win this box right here if you're in the US. Heather, who won the last time, she already got her yarn box. Okay, Heather, tell everyone what you got. Okay, let everyone know, because here's the thing, this is a mystery box. Okay, meaning the box, the knickknacks, or how I like to call them, nicky knacks, are in there. Okay, they're the same for everyone, at least for now. For the next month or so, they're the same for everyone. Okay, but after that it may change. The one thing that's different for everyone is the yarn. Let me show you. Technically, these boxes are only going out for those who join my annual membership, the Crochet Club, which is why it says here the Crochet Club on it. Okay, and that is only happening during a special period of time. But here you have a chance to win this box as well, even if you are not a member of the Crochet Club. So let me show you. The very first thing is in there is the really cool waterproof bag. It's a drawstring bag. Let me show you. Right, so here you would just pull them, weep, and it pulls it together, right? And you can put it it's a backpack too, right? Obviously, it's a drawstring bag. Okay, so see, it's attached down here. So it's a drawstring bag, and it says the Crochet Club on it. It's custom made, so no, you can't buy that anywhere else for right now. The only way right now is to win it. Okay, and then this is also in here. We have this paper here is a cute little reminder of the Crochet Club, and then also has a little puzzle at the back. We have the color wheel, which a lot of you guys love, and of course we have some stickers, stitch markers, and a very, very popular measuring tape. Yep, that's a measuring tape as a keychain. It is not just hanging there. Yes, it's an actual keychain, which is really cool. And then the yarn in there is different for anyone, okay? Every box is different, 100% different in terms of the yarn. You may get a giant skein of yarn, like let's say 200 to 300 grams of yarn, okay? It's like a giant one. It's the same amount as 2 to 3 skeins of yarn, right? Or you may get 3 smaller ones, or you may get 2 regular size skeins. Every box is different, okay? So just that you know. So you have a chance to win this box. Let me tuck it all in so I can show you the box properly, okay? You have a chance to win this box, or you have a chance to win this ebook right there, okay? Let me put my box aside so I'm not, touching it by accident and falls down. Okay, let's see. Oh, Christy, I love my yarn box. I got it with the new 80 membership. Woohoo! I love the bag. Ooh, I clicked the wrong one. I love the bag. I use it for travel. Lisa, are you? That's so cool. I love the pretty green yarn. Yes, that one is pretty. Now that's a really nice size colorway. It is. I agree, because it's the perfect size, like for your hand, for your little project bag. Just dump it in. It's not too big. It's not too small. It's just the perfect size. I love waterproof bag. Yes, 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 exactly. Okay, let's get started for the quiz. So I'm going to pop up the questions right here, one at a time. You're going to answer, and I'm going to pick a random winner who has the correct answer. No, we're not going to do the very first person that answers correctly. It's going to be a random winner. I'm going to go and do like this and scroll back and forth. And no, I'm not going to see who wins until I click and see if the person has the right answer. I'll make sure the answer is there correctly first, okay? And yes, how to use the color wheel. Shelly, I can talk about that later, okay? Let's do the quizzes first. Quizzes. Okay, I'm going to be ready here for question number 1. So you guys get your fingers warm. It's ready to type them up. You have a chance to win whether you're on Facebook or on YouTube and live here with me. And then I'm going to pick the winner, and then the color wheel, the spinning wheel is going to decide what you're going to win, okay? The boxes, by the way, are only for the US, okay? So if you win the yarn box and you're not in the US, you get an ebook instead, okay? So here we go. Question number 1. What is the name of the ebook? It's on the screen. Let's see how fast you can type that one up. Okay, type it. Do you remember? It actually kind of says there. I'm making my questions very easy so that way anyone has a chance to win, because I want to give anyone a chance, okay? This question I haven't done before, so let's see. Can you remember? Can you read it? What is the name of the ebook? I always have to do a little bit longer talking because there's a time delay of about 30 to 45 seconds, okay, depending on where you are and how fast your internet is. So I'm going to just keep talking. Okay, I'm going to move this away now because I'm going to have to show off the winner in a second. So let's see. Does anyone know? Does anyone know? Okay, I see the comments coming in. I'll just give it another couple seconds here. Okay, and that way everyone I want to keep it going, keep it going. Okay, so I'm going to cover my eyes now. My mouse is in the right position. I'm going to move it up and down, and I'm going to pick a winner. I'm going to pick a winner. Let's see who is going to win this time. Okay, we have Heather E. Knight, Tunisian Crochet Made Easy. And look, it says right there, Tunisian Crochet Made Easy. That's the actual name of it. I mean, I would have probably picked you too if you said Tunisian Crochet, but that's where my mouse landed. So congratulations, Heather. I'm going to pick this. Yay! I always love my little celebratory thing and my kitty cat. Okay, kitty cat has to be removed now because we're going to show you now the color wheel. Okay, not the color wheel, the spinny wheel. I like to call it spinny wheel. Okay, let's do the spinny wheel. Okay, let's see what you want. The spinny wheel will decide, not me. Okay, in the meantime, Heather, let us know. Are you in the US? Because you might have a chance to win the yarn box. Let's see. Oh, you might. Is it gonna pick it? Okay, it says the free yarn box. So, Heather, are you in the US? We all want to know now. If you're in the US, you just want a yarn box. If you're not, then you get the free ebook, okay? Let me know. I want to know. Everyone wants to know. Everyone wants to know. Are you in the US? So that way you get your yarn box. We all want to know. Okay, I'm going to move this spinny wheel to the side. Congratulations, Heather. I'm so happy for you. Okay, so now it's time for question number 2. We have 2 more winners to go. Okay, stay tuned. We have 2 more winners. Heather says she is in the US, so yeah, you're gonna get your yarn box. I'm gonna get it ready today and ship it out, okay? So it's gonna come to you. But obviously I need your address. I'll talk about that in a second. Let's go through all the winners first, and I'll give you the instructions how to get in contact with me, okay? Sounds good? One thing at a time. Let's keep it going. Okay, I'm ready for question number 2. Do you like my silly personality? I'm just really hyped up because I love giving something away for you all. Okay, question number 2 is, when does the code 10 Tunisian expire? I'm making it so easy, I should be embarrassed of myself. When does the code 10 Tunisian expire? When does it expire? I told you earlier, it says it on the screen. Can you see it? Can you see it? Tell me. Write it really, really quickly. Okay, because I'm going to pick a random person to win this who has the correct answer, okay? Who has the correct answer. I'm going to pick only those who have a correct answer, and I'm going to do a random winner. Okay, I'm going to move this away now so everyone has a chance. Keep the comments coming. Ooh, they're all flying in now. Yee-hee! I'm so happy. Okay, so give a couple more seconds so everyone has a chance just because of the time delay. There you go. We're more coming in. Okay, I'm going to scroll through. Covering my eyes. Is my mouse in the right position? Yep. I'm covering my eyes. I'm going through it. Picking a random person. Okay, random person. And I'm picking Karen Smoker. Today, that's correct. It says up there, June 26th. I would have picked the word today or June 26th. Either one would have been fine. Okay, it's the same date in this case. Okay, there it says right there. And yes, you're correct. Let me do my kitty cat and my cheering. I am so happy. Okay, let's move the kitty cat to the side because we all want to know what Karen just won. Okay, let's do the spinny wheel to decide what Karen won. In the meantime, Karen, let us know. Are you in the US? Are you in the US? Because we want to know whether you have a chance to win a yarn box. So, let's see. Spinny wheel, let's go. Is it going to be an ebook or a yarn box? Let's see. It looks like it's going to be an ebook. Yee! Congratulations, you just won an ebook, Karen. I am so happy for you. Okay, let's go to question number 3. I'm going to tell all the winners in a second how to get in contact with me, okay? It's just a second, okay? I'm just going to go through all the winners first, then I'm going to give the instructions. Hi, Carol. You were waiting on Instagram? Oh, no. Well, you can watch the replay, but you're on the right time right now. Carol, you're here, okay? And it's time for our giveaways. We have one more question, so you might still be able to answer it, okay? So here we go. For the ebook, by the way, Karen, if you already bought the Tunisian ebook, this one right here, no worries, you get to pick a different one, okay? Either way, you get an ebook, okay? So that's your winning prize. I'm ready for question number 3. Okay, well, one more question. It's the very last question. That's the very last question. Last chance to win right now, this month, okay? This is it. This is it. So get your fingers ready, okay? Warm them all up. Question number 3 is coming in 3, 2, 1, go! How many videos are in the Tunisian ebook? How many videos are in there? This is more of a harder question. I might let you answer it with 2 different numbers because I told you 2 numbers earlier. It is not number 23. I'm telling you that already. That's not the number. Don't give me 23. That's the stitch tutorials. They are written instructions. Okay? The 23 is for the stitch tutorials. I want to know the videos. How many videos are in this ebook? Because no other book has it like this. I want to know. Do you know? Because no other book, or whether it's a Tunisian book or regular book, they don't have it. Okay? So here we go. Here we go. I see all the questions coming in. Okay. I see the answers coming in. Excuse me. Okay. Time to cover my eyes. Is my mouse in the right position? Yep. Okay. Let's go through it. I'm going to let you answer with 2 different numbers. Okay. I'm going back and forth. And I'm going to pick. Oh, it is. Whoa. Oh, jumping. Hold on. Jumping. People are jumping. Hold on. I had the right person. Okay. Here we go. I'm picking Shelly Lamore because either answer is correct. Shelly, but sorry, I had it right on there and then it jumped. Okay, Shelly Lamore, 37 or 39, that would have been the correct answer. Either way, reason why it can also be 39 is because I just taught you how to do the key fob, which is brand new, and then the coaster, which I did a couple of days ago, is also brand new. Both of them are going to be added into the video section of this ebook, so you get that additionally. 37 was the original number. Either way, it's fine, but there are video tutorials just like this, okay? You can literally learn how to do this with a video tutorial. Okay, Shelly, it's time for you to see what you want, okay? Let's do this spinny wheel together. Ooh, you know what? No, you get the kitty cat just like everyone else. Here we go. Kitty cat time! Kitty cat time! I like this kitty cat. It reminds me of Nibbles. Nibbles is one of our kitty cats. He's playing around in kitty heaven, but he was so cute. He was so funny. Okay, kitty heaven Nibbles is going to determine now what you're going to get right here in the spinny wheel. So let's do the spinny wheel. Okay, let's see what Shelly won. Let's see what Shelly won. Congratulations, Shelly. I love you guys. Oh, congratulations, Shelly. You're amazing. Okay, Shelly. Uh-oh. Oh, Shelly, are you in the U.S.? We all want to know now. You got a yarn box. No way. That is so cool. This is the first time I give away 2 yarn boxes in one session. No way. That's a new one. That is so cool. Okay, congratulations to all of our winners. I am so happy for every single one of you guys. Okay, now it's time for you to know how to get in contact with me. That's not too, and that's of course a very, very important one. Right here, please take a screenshot, write it down. Either way, I don't care. Okay, just memorize it if you wanted to, but I personally prefer you write it down because it's long, right? Here's my email address. I need you to get in contact with me. Shelly says she is in the U.S. Woohoo! So I'm giving out 2 yarn boxes. That is amazing. Okay, so Shelly and, oh my gosh, I don't remember my names right now. Both of my winners for the yarn boxes, okay? I think it was we had Heather, Shelly, and who was our third one? Okay, anyways, you guys all won. Okay, Karen, was it Karen? I think it was Karen. So the yarn boxes, okay, winners, please email me your physical address so I can ship it to you. For our ebook winner, please email me just that I have your email address so I can get you access to this ebook. Or if you already have this ebook, then you're going to pick a different ebook, okay? Go to my website, nikkishomemadecrafts.com, and then click on ebooks and determine which you want. I have 25 ebooks, so you have many choices, okay? In case you already got this one, okay? Congratulations to all the winners. I am so excited for you all to be here. Ooh, that's the wrong thing. I didn't want to put this away. I wanted to put this one away. Okay, now let me summarize really quickly of what you're getting in this ebook, okay? Because it is time to really think about it. This is it. You have just hours to go for this coupon code. Hours, okay? This is it. After today, once the clock hits midnight, okay? Don't be like Cinderella and leaving something behind, okay? come with us, okay? Don't leave your shoe behind. You know, use it in order to get the ebook. Run to your card or whatever you're using in order to pay for it, and get your ebook for $10 off. Okay, let me remind you really quickly. Okay, here are all the features. I kind of want to remind you really quickly of what you're learning in here. This is a summary, right? This is 114 pages. I'm trying to summarize it for you. Okay, basic stitches with long or quarter Tunisian hook, increases and decreases, prevent curling, multicolored crochet projects, okay, cables, reversible Tunisian crochet in rows and rounds, which is called Cro-Hooking. You got an introduction to it today. Interlock Tunisian crochet, different projects, okay? Even this guy right here, put it right there, like so you can see it the entire time. This is a plant holder. Yes, it's in there too, okay? Upstyling your crochet. That is just the stitch tutorials I mentioned. You also have all those video tutorials in there, 37 of them, okay? And then you have, of course, all of these patterns right here, 40 of them, ad-free and printer friendly. As I said, you get this as a digital file. You can print it out, okay, just like this, or you have it on a digital device, okay, just like I showed you earlier. Let me show you on my iPad again, right here, right? You also have this version. So you have a digital file. You can use it as you wish with buttons to press, or you print it out just like I showed you. You have so many different options, okay? But this is your chance. It expires tonight. So, are you going to get it? If you're getting it right now, if you already got it while I'm live, let me know. I want to celebrate you. I want to celebrate you. I'm so excited for you guys. You were all here. You were all amazing. Thank you guys for supporting me. I appreciate it. And when I say support, I'm talking about actually showing up, okay? That is amazing. I appreciate every single one of you guys. So make sure that you guys are clicking the subscribe button, okay? If you haven't done so, turn on the bell. So next time I publish your video or go live, you get a notification by YouTube, okay, so you know to show up and you're never gonna miss it, right? Because sometimes alarms don't work properly, okay? So that way you know, and I hope to see you guys here all the next time. Now, go ahead and get your ebook. Don't be Cinderella. Go get your ebook. I hope you have a beautiful day. For the winners, please email me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!